Oh, hello to all of you beloved members. How are you doing? Welcome to today's dose of positivity and motivation. I wanted to say, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday to all of you motivators. I want to try something different. I haven't done vertical streaming over here, but I thought I'd do some vertical streaming. How is the volume? Okay, I turned the volume up a little bit. I hope you guys can hear me well. Please let me know. Happy Friday. What is going on? I wanted to come on and do a motivational about speaking life into ourselves. I wanted to say to all of you that you are enough, and I'm going to get into this discussion. But first, let me say hi. Hi to Miss Jackie. I'm so used to StreamYard, I can't put it on the screen. But hi, Jackie. How are you doing? Welcome, and anybody who is in the background, I definitely appreciate you. So I wanted to talk about this subject and say that you are enough. You are enough exactly how you are. I don't know anybody's background. I don't know what you have been through. I don't know what you have dealt with. I don't know where you have come from. I don't know the struggles that you have in your day-to-day life. But one thing I can say for sure is that you are enough. Hey, PMC, how are you doing? Welcome. I appreciate you being here. Yes, I am well, Jackie. All is well here. I wanted to say to all of you that you are enough. And because of life, it may seem like we're not, right? It may seem like we are not enough because of certain things, like when our situation shifts. Maybe you were married and then you stopped being married. Maybe you had children and then your children grow up. Maybe, you were a child and then your parents pass away. Sometimes through the seasons of our life, sometimes in the seasons of our life, we feel that we're not enough because our life changes. Just because your life shifts, just because you have been through things, it doesn't mean that you lose value. Many times we feel that we lose value because of our monetary situation, right? When our money is funny, when our money is not right, it doesn't mean that you're not enough because your finances, or maybe you can't find work, or maybe because you develop some health problems. Let me say something, that oftentimes we can be in situations to feel that we're not enough because of the amount of people in our life. If people in our life do not go about valuing you and telling you and speaking it to you over your life, it will make it seem like you're nothing, when that's not true. It's one of the biggest lies ever in today's society, speaking that negativity over ourselves. And it's not true. It's a lie. And I want to encourage every single person in the sound of my voice on today, on Friday. Know that you're enough, not because of a financial situation, not because of what other people may think about you. It's not because of any of those things. It's just because you exist. I want to say that to everybody who can hear me. Just because you exist, you are enough. Just because you're here, you are enough. It's not about anybody else. We have to speak that love and that light into ourselves. We have to be the ones to emit the positive energy. We're the ones that have to be encouraged and believe in our own self. It's not anybody else's job but you. You're the one that has to speak light into yourself. And I get it, because life can be so stressful. Life can be so stressful and demanding. It can make us seem like we are, lacking in some area. And I'm here to tell you that you're not lacking. You're not lacking. You are phenomenal. You are phenomenal just as you are. I want you to receive that, know it, and believe it. Know that you are enough. And because of situations and people, maybe you're not where you want to be financially. Maybe because of business deals. Maybe because of your education. Maybe because of your children. Maybe because of relationships. Or maybe because of past situations. Maybe you have made some poor choices in your life. Maybe there are some that have been incarcerated, some that have been homeless, just because of whatever situations that you have been through. Just because you have been through situations, you have had some setbacks in your life, it doesn't mean that you are losing in value. I want to speak that positive message over you and your life. I want you to understand and know that you're valuable. Hi to everybody who is in the chat. Hi, Miss Eunice. Hi, Skylar. You all are welcome here. Please hit the like and please consider subscribing to this channel. I want to say to all of you, I know we live in a very negative society. We really do. We live in a very negative society, and it's very demanding. It's always seeming like no matter how much you do, it's never enough for so much people in our life. Sometimes it's our family. Sometimes it's the job. Sometimes it's a combination of so many different things that make us feel that way. But I want you to understand that part, that just because other people do not value you, it does not make you less in value. I want you to, do an exercise. I remember when I was going through therapy, and my therapist told me that you have to write down, okay? You have to write down, some things, about yourself. You have to speak positively over you, and you have to speak positively over your life. And if you don't, then who is going to? That's one thing about this life. If you don't speak positivity over your life, nobody else will. Nobody is going to speak positively about you until you make a decision to choose yourself. Now, I know that that's a very difficult thing, right? It's a very difficult thing to choose yourself when we get used to, because of this life, we get used to, society telling us how we should be, how we should act, how we should treat other people. And I want you all to understand all of those things, okay? Know that you're enough. Just because we go through situations, just because you go through difficulties, just because of life and issues, maybe you slow down, maybe you get disabled, maybe, you're in a relationship and then you're not. Maybe you have friendships with people who are not good for us. I know that for many, many years, I allowed myself to stay in relationships with people who were toxic, right? And those same toxic people, they will never, stop until we stop it. So I want to say to all of you motivators, do not let other people pronounce or speak over who you are. We must first know ourselves. And I want you to understand that. You got to know yourself and you have to love yourself. But how do we do that? We love ourselves by the decisions that we make. We love ourselves by, the way we speak to ourselves, our positive self-talk. We love ourselves by who we surround ourselves by. Do you allow yourself to be surrounded by positive people? Or do you think that you have to stay stuck in situations by negative people or toxic people or people who use us? Now, I will say something that for many years, especially when it came to my family, I always thought just because people were my family that they wanted the best for me. That's what I believed. I believed that 100% of the time, that because they were my family that they cared about me. Now, I'll tell you that family can be very important to us, but family can be very toxic. Family can hinder us from our elevation, our personal growth, and also from our mental health. I know for so many years, my mental health was in a very poor condition because I allowed my relatives to control me. I thought that I had to follow and do everything that they wanted to, and it made me feel miserable. And you know what it was? I wasn't setting boundaries. First, we have to set boundaries with ourselves. We have to set boundaries with ourselves. We have to know what we want. We have to know what we're capable of. We have to know our power. We have to know our light that is from within. And until you know your light from within, until you know that, I'm here to tell you that, motivators, until you know your personal light, nobody is going to do the right thing for you and by you. So, I want you to write down some things about yourself, the good and the bad, the pros and the cons. And it's important to do that because we sometimes don't realize all of the things that we do from a day to day that is toxic from us feeling good about ourselves. And like my title today is speaking about, I am enough. You are enough. That message is not put out in today's society enough. It is not put out in today's society enough when it should. But all, this society, this world, the entertainment world, you have to have certain looks. You have to have a certain amount of money. You have to look a certain way and talk a certain way to be accepted by other people. Now, I want to speak to all of you and let you all understand that it doesn't matter what another person thinks about you. It doesn't matter if other people like how you talk, how you dress. The question always comes back to, what do I think about myself? Do I think that I'm enough? Do I believe in myself? Do I have enough confidence in me? And if the answer is no, then we have to put some work into ourselves. Now, I always talk about over here speaking life into yourself, because if you don't speak life into yourself, it's going to be the opposite. Now, if we don't make a choice on the day-to-day to make the choice to choose ourselves, okay, you got to make a choice to say, I choose me because I love me. And it doesn't matter if it's your child, it doesn't matter your spouse, significant other, a friend, whoever, a workplace, a job. Until you learn how to love yourself, you'll never feel like you are enough. See, I can tell you from personal experience that I was always looking for my love. I was always looking to how good I felt based on if I was in a relationship. My worth was based on what my mom, my aunt, my cousin, my whoever, a relative, if I had a job, if I had money, how I looked. See, the outside. See, most people, all they do is focus their energy on what do I look like on the outside, and they don't think about who am I inside. See, I know I'm speaking to somebody today on this message because so many of us focus on the outside and we don't work on our inside. And I know that it's easier said than done, because when we come from certain situations, when we grow up in toxicity, when we grow up in negative, right? When people have always spoke negative over us, and then we start to assimilate. We start to believe in ourselves, I think that it's so important for us to, I didn't mean to hide them. Let's see. Let me unhide it. I'm so sorry. I was trying to click on your comment. Yes, I do. Thank you so much for your comment. I didn't mean to hide you. I was trying to click on your comment to look what you were reading. I apologize. I think that it's so important for us to get into thinking about our worth. It's very important for us to focus on who we are instead of focusing on who other people think we are. And we cannot let the outside get inside of us. So, from a day-to-day, we need to focus some of our energy, some of our light into ourselves. That time of self-reflection, or as I will probably botch your name, some idiot says, in my meditation is my quiet time where I sit and I think to myself about what am I doing right? You know, it's a time where I celebrate myself and I speak those positive words over myself. You're doing a great job. You're a wonderful person. Keep going. You're strong. I believe in you. See, when you are enough, like I know that I am, and I hope that you feel that you are enough, not because of whatever is going right, you know. Most times in society, we feel like things are right when we have, you know, a set of things. You know, you live in a nice community, you have a certain amount of money in your bank account, you drive this kind of car, you know, you're married, you have 2.5 children. There's a little, you know, bubble of what society says what being successful actually means. No, no, no. Your success does not depend on what other people think about you. Is your success is dependent on you. See, my success is from where I came from, in that dark pit of negativity, always being told that you are never smart enough. Your skin color, you're not enough because of the color of your skin, because how you look, the way you talk, the way you dress. It's always something, and there's always somebody in society that is going to have something negative to say about you. There's always going to be something, right? Yes. Yes, I love to meditate. It's necessary. Yes, Eunice and Shay. PMC says, help me help you and help yourself to helping someone, including yourself. Yes, you are enough. That's the thing. Yes, PMC, that is so true. So many of us need to understand that part, that we have to know our own worth, right? We have to know our worth. And coming from where I come from, I can't speak where you all came from. But coming from where I came from negativity. I came from like always talking, you know, bad about you. Like they only talked to you when you did something wrong. I came from a culture in the Caribbean where your parents only talked to you when you did wrong, but they never praised you when you did right. They never told you, and they never fed and spoke light into you and told you you're amazing and you could do great things. And even when you fall down, you can get up and keep fighting. You know, it's not going to be easy. Because I know when I grew up, I felt like when I turned 18, I was just thrown out to the wolves. I was just thrown out into the deep end and dropped and left there. And I know that many are like me. You may not have come from much. You may never have been told that you are much. Maybe the relationships that you've had, maybe society, maybe other people have told you that you are not enough. But everything changes, right? When life happens, when situations happen, we are the ones that have to determine, right? We're the ones that have to determine our own worth. And I want you to say it to yourself. I am enough. I'm enough exactly how I am. I'm enough for exactly what I do. I'm exactly enough. Not I am enough because I have this, this, and this. And not that I am enough because this person likes me, or because I have this amount of money, or I have this many degrees, or I have this. It's not about the outside. It's not about the external. It's about the internal. Who are you inside? You know, what kind of heart condition do you have? Do you have a positive heart condition and believing in yourself and working on confidence? Hey, Narc, how are you doing? Hi, Joe. Hey, Wellness, welcome in. If you guys could please hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. You know, so many times I have been through situations where I had every reason to give up. I did not have any reason to go live today, but I felt drawn to talk about this topic because I feel that somebody is in dire need to hear that they are enough. So this message is for you, you, and you. Please share this message with somebody that you know and you love that may feel down. This world is cutthroat, negative, hurtful, evil, wicked. They will do anything to get you down. There are some people out there that when you're losing, they're smiling, they're laughing. There are some people who celebrate when other people are losing. They make fun of them. They will share that on their social media platform, but people don't like to share when people are winning. I like to get up and clap. I like to see people win. And we have to speak over our own self. I'm in my winning season. And I want somebody in the chat to say that with me too. I am in my winning season. See, until you believe that you're going to win, you won't. Until you believe that you are enough, you won't act on that. See, when we believe in ourselves, when we have confidence, when we make better decisions, when we stop, whatever, talking about whatever and doing all of the things that we did when we were low vibrational, when we were negative, when we had zero confidence. No. We have confidence. We believe in ourselves. I want you to say that to you, and I want you to feel it from the pit of the inside of you. I am enough, not because of how I look or how much I have or because of my situation or who I was in the past. See, I want us to cast all of that outside. Not about yesterday, not about what other people said. It's not about who likes you. It's not what you have in your pocketbook. It's not what your children said, your siblings, your relatives, your job. It's not about none of that. When you make a decision to say, I'm a winner, all of that, you're going to be drawing all of that positive energy into you. When you make a decision to say, I'm a winner, when you make a decision to say, this is my winning season, when you say, I am enough, it's going to show by your actions. Yeah. Because when you say you're enough, what are you going to do? You're going to set boundaries. You're going to set boundaries. You're going to love yourself. You're going to have confidence. You're going to follow through. You're going to do what you said you were going to do. Isn't that true? Do what you said that you're going to do because you're enough. See, we're not just going to start things and then procrastinate and hesitate. No, we're going to speak life over ourselves. Now, what are some of the things that we can say to speak life over ourselves? We say, I am enough. I am strong. I am courageous. I believe in me. I can overcome. See, now I want to speak to somebody in this moment. It just came in my spirit to say, we're going to break some generational curses. Because I feel somebody needs that in their life. I am so tired of seeing generations of brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles and grandparents. People don't even know one another. They're separate because something happened 20, 30, 40 years ago. Some falling out in the family, and now cousins don't even talk. The disruption, the anger, brothers and sisters who don't even talk to one another, brothers and sisters that you can't even trust and love on them because they just want to use one another. See, when you work on yourself and when you know you're enough, maybe that may be a new concept for your family. See, I had to do that for myself. I had to work on me. I had to love on me. I had to go to therapy. I had to shed so many tears so that I could be strong enough, because guess what? All it takes is one person in the family to say, I'm going to do something different. See, something new, something brand new. See, when you have confidence and say, I'm enough, it just takes one strong person to break all the chains, to break all the chains of negativity, break all the chains of talking about each other and being jealous. All it takes is say, I remember when I made that phone call and I called my brothers and my sisters and I said, I want to start with something new today. I know that we've had our problems. I know that there has been issues, but let's start with today and love one another. I don't care what happened yesterday. Let's heal and forgive all that, and let's start with today. And I think that made a whole brand new start and brought winning into my life. Because when I felt like I could win, I want to see my siblings win. I want to see other people that I know, even people here on social media. I don't have to know them, but I want you to win. See, I want fathers to love their children. I want husbands and wives to have close bonds. I want brothers and sisters to love one another. I want for somebody to look at somebody and say, you look good. And when somebody is winning, I want somebody to say, keep on going. I'm proud of you, and mean it. And not with jealousy and anger. See, one thing I learned when I went through therapy is that I don't lose because another person is winning. I don't want what is meant to be for them. I want what's meant to be for me. See, when you know that you are enough, it does not take anything from me. I don't lose by saying another person's winning. I don't lose. See, when we support others, we gain support. We gain strength. We gain power. See, when you love yourself, you can love somebody else. See, I had to learn how to love me. And I hope I'm speaking to somebody on this message. When you know yourself, when you love yourself, when you have confidence within yourself, I don't need to have what somebody else has. I don't want their winning. I want my winning with what is meant to be, what has been downloaded on the inside of me, with my gifts, with my story. See, when people look at you, they don't know what happened to you in your past. They don't know about all the tears you cried. They don't know about the mistakes you made. They don't know about the people who hurt you. They don't know about the people who let you down. And when you were on your knees or you were down in that tunnel and you had to fight to stand up again, people don't know about your struggle. People don't know about your struggle and what you have been through, what you have overcome, and what it took for you to stand in the position to be who you are now. People don't know about that. People don't know about the light that you have from within. So never let another person tell you that you're not enough. Never let another person who doesn't know you, that has not walked in your shoes, that knows nothing about your past. They have no idea what you have been through. They don't know about all the losses. See, when people look at you, they judge you based on how you look today. But they don't know about all the ugly, dirty, nasty, grimy things that happened to you back there. See, but you're not allowing yourself to stay in that negativity. You're not letting yourself stay in the past. See, we're different motivators. We don't stay in the past. We stay right here in the present. That's what I want to say to all of you. Don't stay in the past. Allow yourself to be in the present. Don't let anybody take you backwards. See, we're going forward because we're enough. When you're enough, I'm not going backwards. I'm not staying in the past. I'm not allowing myself to think I was who I was many years ago. I'm who I am today. Stronger, better, more courageous, loving myself, confidence, all of those things. And each of you are all of those things as well. Yes, Narc, they have no idea. Yes, Eunice, absolutely. Yes, what is for you is only for you. That's right. Yes, I'm in my winning season. And I wanted to say to all of you, never let anybody tell you, never let anybody tell you that you are not enough. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter who likes you. It doesn't matter your position. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, you're not in a relationship. It doesn't matter how much sins you've committed. See, what people don't understand is people walk around with their nose up in the air like they're perfect. Every single person is a sinner. Every single person is human. Every single person makes mistakes. Nobody's mistake is less than another. A mistake is a mistake. But it's nobody else's job to judge you, even though I know people do. But we are the ones, we can be our own worst critics. I have to say that because I feel that somebody needs to hear that too. Many times we condemn our own self. I know that I do. I put myself down. I will tell myself, but you did this, or we will be our own worst critics. We will sabotage our own success when we should be speaking light over ourselves. Speak light, not drama, not foolishness, not negativity, not doubt, not fear. See, fear is something that when it arises, right? And we see that fear, there's only two things that happen when fear comes up. We can either stand in it and then walk through it and say, yeah, I'm fearful, I'm scared. And then say, but I'm going to do this anyways, or we're going to run the other way. Are you going to run the other direction from fear for whatever is next for you, for whatever potential, for whatever gifts, from whatever has been downloaded inside of you? See, don't fear. Do not fear. What is meant to be for you is for you. See, and nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it. See, people will try, right? People will try you. People will try you with their negativity. People will try to throw you under the bus. People will try to be hurtful and try to get you in trouble and break up your relationship and try to get you against your siblings and try to start stuff. There's always going to be people in our lives that are going to try to get us down. But don't let them. Don't let anybody get you down. Don't let anybody speak negatively about you. You're the one that has to make a decision, right? You have to make a decision. I'm going to make a decision to win, okay? I'm going to make a decision to win. And when you do that, everything changes. You know, I can say for myself, when I made a decision to say I'm a winner, everything shifted. And until I made that decision to say I'm a winner, nothing was going to change. Until I made a decision to say I'm a winner, until I made that decision, nothing was going to shift in my life. Let's see what PMC says. Having a big heart is costly, but don't sweat it because nobody can get off on you when you show them that you are never the exit, right? You know, that's one thing about this life is I'm a very giving person, and I know that many of you motivators are giving people. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. That's the thing about having boundaries. You can be a kind person. Don't let anybody stop you from being kind. Don't let anybody stop you from being loving. Don't let anybody stop you from using your gifts. I'm going to say something that I remember one of my mentors told me many years ago. No matter what, don't let other people change you and get you off track from being your authentic self. Never stop being you. See, we always get so involved in what other people are thinking and who likes us and all of these things and can I do it? See, don't doubt yourself. If you are doubting yourself, you're around the wrong people. You should be around people who are cheerleaders for your winning, because they're about doing their own business. They're trying to win too. See, when you surround yourself by people who are not winners, people who are only trying to use you and take from you, that of course they don't want to see you win. Of course they don't want to see you elevate and use your gifts. Okay? They don't. They don't want to see you use your gifts, okay? They don't want to see you use your gifts. All they want to do is see you lose. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out here who are like that. That all they want to do is see you lose. And that's so sad, but that's not for us. That's not for us. We can't do anything about people who don't want to win. We cannot make other people do the right thing. We can't make other people love us. We can't make other people, do what they're supposed to do. All we can do is be ourselves. All you can do is be you. And the moment that I came to realize that I have to love me first before anybody else can. It doesn't matter if you have the best relationship romantically with somebody. You will mess that up and ruin it until you know how to love yourself. Somebody else telling you that they love you will never trickle down, and it will never sit right with you. It won't have any meaning or value until you know how to love yourself. Somebody else's love is like whatever. So learn to love yourself first. I want to put that out in the atmosphere. Learn to love yourself. I wish that would go viral. I wish millions of people would learn how to love themselves. And I don't mean learning to love yourself, how other people love themselves. No, how you need to be loved. Learn to love yourself how you need to receive love, because everybody needs to receive love differently. Everybody has different love languages, personalities, and has been through certain things. So what one person wants is not what another wants. And we have to understand that it's okay. But set your boundaries and be firm in that. This is what I want. This is who I am. And I deserve to be who I am. You deserve to be who you are. Okay? Don't let anybody stop you from being your best. For so many years, I let other people distract me from my purpose. I let other people distract me from using my gifts. Hi, Real Spill. How are you doing? Welcome. I allowed other people to stop me from being my best self. Don't let anybody stop you from being your best. Don't let anybody, and I don't care who that is. Most of the time, the people who try to distract us from being our best self is our own relatives, your own blood. Hi, Olivers. How are you doing? Welcome. It's our own relatives that will try to stop us from being our best, right? They will. They'll do things like try to doubt you. Oh, I don't know if that's going to work, right? I don't think that will work out. Or that will never work out. Or that's stupid. Or I don't think you should do that. You know what I learned about this life in my few years of being here on this earth is that there's always going to be people who have the motives that they don't want to see you win. They're intimidated by your winning. They're intimidated by your success. They're intimidated by your light and your gifts and the things that you have, because they're so busy focusing on watching you and looking at what you're doing that they don't have time to focus in on themselves. If more people learn to love themselves instead of looking at other people and asking, what are they doing? What are they about? Okay, Olivers, thank you. There's so many people that they put so much energy. They put so much effort into what other people think that they don't put the effort into, but what do I think about myself? And what is my reason? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? We get so busy into helping other people reach their goals, but we're not helping ourselves, helping me. You helping yourself to get where you need to. Now, I have to say that sometimes that we have to cut individuals off, right? We have to cut certain individuals off because they are users, because they are toxic. Hey, Tamika, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody who's in here. I hate that. I hate that there are people that we have in our life, and as soon as things start going good for you, a good relationship, a good job, your money starts going good, maybe your credit goes up, or whatever the success, whatever the elevation, or maybe your elevation is you've shifted your mindset. That's one thing that gets people big mad. People get big mad when they see, oh, you're not negative anymore. Or you're not complaining, or you're not hanging around while they gossip or backstab other people. No. See, when you start elevating your mind, you start elevating what you do. You elevating your actions, because what you think is who you become. See, when I started thinking better, learning to love myself, working on my confidence, learning to love other people. See, when you learn to love yourself, you can love somebody else. See, because I know how to love me, I know how to be a good friend. I know how to be a good sister. I know how to be a good aunt. I know how to be good to other people because I know how to be good to myself. See, I wanted to tell you all this message today. You are enough. Hey, Derek, how are you doing? Welcome. You are enough. I wanted to tell all of you that you are enough just because you exist. Just because of your existence, you are enough. Okay? And we have to stop and meditate on that sometimes. Have you stopped and meditated on how much you love yourself? Have you done that today? Every day at some point, either the morning or the nighttime, you should sit and just take a moment and say, I really love myself. For no other reason, just because I exist. Thank you so much, PMC. Have a great day. Just because I exist. That's it. Just because I'm here another day, I love me. Just because of what I have been through. See, that's a whole nother thing. See, people don't understand about your past. See, a lot of people, they like to hide their past. I don't hide my past. I don't hide who I was. You know, I'm grateful for who I was because who I was made me tougher, stronger, more courageous. I know about endurance. I know about learning lessons. I know about personal growth. I learned how to elevate. I knew that I had to have my power from within. See, you don't learn those things until you go through something. How many of y'all motivators have been through something? Everybody. Hi, Hannah. How are you doing? How many of you motivators have ever been through something? And I don't mean little small thing. I mean really been through something. Loss of a family member. People been through divorce. People have lost their spouse. People have become homeless. People have been incarcerated. People have just been through some really dark, mean, evil things. Some hard things and some tough things. And because of that, because of your past, because of how other people have treated you. Thank you so much, Narc. Just because of how other people treat you, it may make you feel that you're nothing. And I want you all to know that that's not true. The more that you go through is the more you grow. Okay? It's the more I went through this and this and this, and every time you go through something, don't you get stronger? Don't you learn how to speak up for yourself more? Don't you learn more confidence? I know I do. The more I know how to love myself, the more I learn how to trust in me, I get stronger. I get better. I improve. My light gets brighter. I get more confident. Okay? When I learn how to love myself more, I'm telling you, when you learn how to love yourself, you can learn how to love others. Now, I know that it's not an easy thing, and day to day is going to be different. Some days you really do feel good about yourself. You're feeling good, and you look in the mirror and say, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, because things are going right. But do we love ourselves in our tough seasons? Do we love ourselves through our difficulties? Do we love ourselves through the trial? You know? And those are the things that we have to speak over ourselves. I know that you're struggling today. I know that it's hard, but keep going. I believe in myself. You have to speak it out loud. I'm a strong woman. Speak it out loud. I'm a strong man. And I can endure this. Until we believe that, we're going to be negative. Until we believe in ourselves, until you believe in yourself, nothing is going to work right. See, a lot of us don't understand, and I've seen it many times when I've counseled people, when I've mentored people. People put so much energy into who loves them instead of putting the energy into, but do I love me? So you're so worried chasing down a relationship. You're so worried chasing down your siblings or your relatives or other people or friends or clout and money. You're chasing after all of those things. But what about fulfilling your inside? Working on me. Do I love me? Am I confident in me? Am I working on my direction? Where am I going? Am I focused? Am I positive? Do I have good mental health? Now I have to pause for a moment, motivators, because mental health is something that means everything. If your mental health is not in a good position, you won't be able to do anything. Now, I wanted to say this because when you feel down, when you feel discouraged, especially for those of my motivators that battle with depression, that battle with low self-esteem, that battle with so many things on their inside. They struggle with that mental health because they go through so many things, or because they have battled with some things that even though that season of their life is over, they're still struggling in their present to have confidence in themselves. Now, I'm here to tell you that you're not your past. Even if your cousin, mama, auntie, whoever said you were nothing, I'm here to tell you that you are somebody. See, you have to delete, you have to hit the backspace button. You got to hit the backspace button, because what other people said about you, sometimes when we hear that enough, we start to believe it. I know I did. All those years growing up and, being told that, you're ugly, you're stupid, you'll never do anything. Or maybe the treatment that you got. Maybe you didn't get people saying that, but it's the way they treated you. Maybe they were very cold, maybe not affectionate, or giving you the things that you wanted and needed. But today, as grown and mature women and grown and mature men and women, we have to change the narrative, okay? We're the ones that have to change the narrative. If you don't like your life, what do you have to do? You have to have enough courage to say, I can shift it. You got to have courage, and you have to be strong and to say, I'm not my past. And when other people say things to you, you got to remember about your force field, your bubble, and don't let other people get inside and penetrate you with their negativity. People will always have something negative to say. People are always firing negativity into you, or they're trying to give you their problems. I have so many people that I have known, or people that I know currently, that's all they do. They always have something negative to say about their life, about you, about other people, but they're not doing anything to work on themselves. Now, when we're talking about ourselves, okay, I had to do some reflection, because I know that sometimes when things are not going the way I want to, I kind of go down in my confidence. I kind of go down in like, am I enough? Like, I start to doubt myself. Can I do something? Or I let worry and all those other things stop me from believing in myself. And I want to tell you all, never let situations, never let other people's behaviors, never let the negativity on the outside, never let your past. See, at any time, you can choose to shift your mindset. Yes, you can. You can choose to shift your mindset and to say, I am enough. I can get through this. I'm stronger than I think. Yeah, sometimes we will speak negatively over ourselves. I can't do this. I'll never make it. It will never work. See, when you speak that over your life, guess what? You believe it and it won't happen. See, but when we speak life into ourselves, I can do it. I am doing it. And then you go about making a plan, getting the right people in your life that are doing something great, people that are motivated, people who are inspired, people who are working on themselves, people who have raised their vibration and their light. See, when you stick around with good people, that's what you are. See, you become who you associate with. And if you associate with people who are negative, that is what you will become. And for many years, I battled, the feelings of worthlessness and doubting myself and not having confidence. See, I was always thinking that I was only as good as the people who loved me. And guess what? If you're only waiting for people to love you, when will you allow yourself to love you? See, I had to change that narrative in my mind that it's not what other people think about me and how other people love me, but it's how I love me. See, we have to be in the driver's seat of our life. We have to make a choice. You motivators, you got to make a choice every day you wake up. Every day I wake up, I speak it over my life and I say, I make a choice to love me today. I make a choice to believe in myself. I make a choice to be positive. I make a choice to have a positive attitude. What say you motivators? Do you make those same choices? I know that it's not easy because sometimes people will come out of a bag on you, and we live in this microwave society where everybody wants everything rushed. Everybody wants everything from you. They're always taking, but they're never giving, right? But that's where the boundaries come in. That's when we have to know what we want. See, until you know what you want, motivators, other people will use you. Other people will take advantage of you. And I want you all to understand that. Until we set boundaries, until we have confidence, until we believe in ourselves, nobody else is going to do that for you. I had to learn that, yes, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's wonderful when you have your family and your friends and other people and things going right and people telling you they love you. But love is about action. Love is an action word. How are people proving that they love you? Are they proving it by their actions and not just speaking? See, it's so easy to say, I love you, but it's another thing to do. And the same thing that applies to ourselves. We can say we love ourselves all day long, but how are we proving? Hey, Robert, how are you doing? Happy Friday. How are we proving it? How are you proving how much you love yourself? How are you proving that? See, we have to go about proving it to ourselves by the way we talk to ourselves, by the way we encourage ourselves, by our attitude. It's not about the situation, because in every situation you can possess joy. That's messages for somebody. In every situation, you can possess joy because there's always something that you can learn in the good, in the bad. See, when I have to wait. What does that teach you? Patience. When something else happens, maybe that teaches you courage. In other situations, it teaches you something else. There's always something to learn, but it's about our attitude. It's about our outlook. What is your attitude and your outlook towards your life? See, until you make that decision to say, I choose me, I choose to love myself, I choose to forgive myself. Now I have to pause on that for a second, motivators, because until we make a decision to forgive ourselves for our past, we can never live in the present and learn to say, I'm enough in my present. See, I had to go all the way back. I had to travel back in time to when I was a little girl, and I had parents, I had relatives. When I got older, schoolmates, get a little older, jobs or whatever, or failures in this life. So we can't allow failures and situations and problems and things that didn't work out cause us to be, the sign of our light. See, you are enough not because of what you possess. You're enough just because you're here. And I want to say to every single one of you, I'm so grateful that you're still here. Hey, Mama Mia, how are you doing? Welcome. I want you all to understand that. If you guys could please hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. I want you all to understand that just because you're here, you're enough. Just because you overcome, just because you have the breath of life, just because you exist, you are enough. It's not because of other people and who likes you. No, it's about you and who you are and the qualities you possess. See, many times people in our life don't know how to appreciate us. They take us for granted. They take for granted your kindness, your love, your support, and they don't appreciate you. But don't let that mean that you feel that maybe I'm not enough because they don't see my value. There are some people that they will never do right. They will always take advantage, or they will always try to do something to bring harm to you, to try to hurt your feelings, to try to break you and get you down. But don't let them. Don't let people who are unhealed get you down. Don't let unhealed people. See, when I started working on me, when I started to learn to love myself, and I learned to say, I forgive that little 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 7, 10, all the way up into my adulthood. I had to forgive myself for the mistakes that I made. See, when you're fully grown and mature, you know how to take ownership. And I know that it's not an easy thing. It's not easy to say that I made this and this and this and this mistake. But it's part of being human. We all make mistakes. But I want you to know that you are enough. Did you learn something? See, it's not about what you did. It's about what did you learn? What did you learn? What did you learn when you went through that situation? What did you learn when you made that mistake? What did you learn when that person let you down? What did you learn? Did you learn about setting boundaries? Did you learn about your strength and your power? Did you learn about courage? Maybe that person abandoned you and now you say, I'm good on my own. I don't need them. That's new. That may have been new for you. So that's one of the things that when we're working on ourselves, we have to appreciate things about ourselves. We have to appreciate our personal growth. We have to appreciate our light. And we have to appreciate our strength. There's so many people that have been through something similar and they don't make it through, unfortunately. And my heart grieves and it makes me so sad. There are people every day that unalive themselves. They unalive themselves every day because they don't know this about themselves. And that breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that people are taking their life because they don't feel like they're enough, because of what other people said and did and who abandoned them, and breakup of a relationship. See, you got to have this strength from inside of you that it's not the situation. It's not situational. Self-love is not situational. It's not determined by what you have, what you possess materially. It's not about your intellectual ability. No. You are enough just because you're alive, just because you're a human being. You have power, you have value, but sometimes other people don't see our value. That's okay. Let them go. We have to learn to stop holding on to people who don't appreciate us. There are certain individuals that they don't deserve to hold a space in our life. And those are the people that you have to release and send them back and say, And so you can't be in my life because you don't appreciate me. Don't devalue yourself, motivators. Don't do that. Never devalue yourself because of what they want to give you. See, sometimes people only want to give you the crumbs, right? They want to give you the slim pickings. They want to talk to you any type of way because they don't respect themselves. But that's different for you. You respect yourself. Never let another person stop you from believing in yourself. You never stop respecting you. Don't do that. If they don't appreciate you, they gotta go. Okay? They got to go. But you don't go anywhere. Don't let hard situations, tough situations, difficulty, those are the times where you have to make sure you have some accountability partners, maybe friends, a therapist, some mentors, coaches, maybe your spiritual support to whatever it is that you believe in. Tap in. We don't have to go through this life on our own. Even though many times we do feel like we are on our own in this life. Yeah, it's true. We have to be grown and mature and carry our own responsibilities and be accountable for our own. But nobody is an island. Everybody needs friendship. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. Everybody needs somebody to love on them and support them. Every single person. There's nobody who doesn't want that. Everybody wants love. But the question is, we will give out love, but are we allowing ourselves to get? See, that's a space that before I didn't understand about. I didn't understand that I had to pour love into myself. See, if you're always withdrawing, it's just like a bank account. You're always making a withdrawal. And if you never put anything into it, what is going to happen? You're going to go into the negative. And the same thing will happen with us. If we only give to other people, and I understand so many of us, we're so kind, right? You're so kind, you're so loving, and you're always the yes person. Yes, you can depend on me. Yes, you can count on me. Yes, yes, yes to everybody. But are we saying yes to ourselves? Are you taking that time that is private just for you to sit down? Time for you to sit down and meditate. Time for you to sit down and love yourself. Time just for you, outside of kids and this person and that person, just your quiet time that is just for me. Quiet time that is just for you. I want you to give yourself some time and to love on yourself, okay? I want you to do that for you and do that for you today and every single day. I thank you all so much for tuning into today's live stream. I really do appreciate you. Shout out to my mod squad and anybody who came into the live and watched and anybody who's going to watch in the replay. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And I want to say this to every single one of you that needs to hear this message on today. You are enough. Know that. Know that in here. I want you to plant that seed inside of yourself. I want you to plant that seed. I'm enough. I'm enough just as I am. And anybody who doesn't believe it, anybody who doesn't respect you, respect your boundaries, respect your choices, they don't deserve a place in your life. Don't let other people take you down, pull you down like those crabs in the barrel when you're trying to elevate. That's when you cut ties. That's when you stop talking to them. That's when you hit that block button. No. It's not optional. Respect for myself is not optional. No. Respect for myself is not optional. And the same thing for you. Respect for you is not optional. You are enough. You are deserving. You are capable. And you are somebody important and special. It's not situational. It's not what other people think and what other people want from you. No. You are enough just because you're here. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you motivators. If you have come this far and you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and share this out. Share this with a friend. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. And I appreciate all of you. And I'll see you guys back on next week, Friday. I'm going to make this a Friday regular. Okay? So Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do the vertical streaming with the topic. So I'll see you guys there. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. And don't let people take you down and take you out. You know what I say over here on Marlene Motivates? Just know it. Just breathe it. And be it. And live your best life. Tune in Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to get daily motivations from the Motivated Daily. I'll see you guys there. See you guys on the next one. Everybody have a great day. Bye, everybody. Let me see this poll. Oh, 87% said that they liked. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.